Beautiful Sunday. We have such an inspirational story about not just our local Filipino-American hero, but also the family that brought about this Filipino hero. So today, I wanted to recognize a few people that made this come together for us. This event was made possible because of people who wanted to make sure that we focus on the positive. There are so many negatives going on in the world and locally, and so this was very important to make sure that especially our youth recognize how positive this coming together would be. So Brandon Cruz was part of the organizing committee, Hermie Almonte from the school board of San Leandro, and Leroy Smith over from the Lions Club. Eben Cambridge was also one of our organizers here for the event. So thank you so much for helping us come together. So I did want to share that the Boy Scouts were generous enough to have us use their building. And there are pledge cards available, and as you know, the Boy Scouts do a lot for the community, especially for inner city kids. And so please grab a pledge card. The programs that we have from the Boy Scouts really help to engage the young people and make sure that they channel their energies properly. So, okay. Next, more announcements, sorry. On the table to the corner, you'll see Filipino Magazine there, the Hepatitis B Free campaign for Alameda County. I have to do my plug because it is for the good of the community. 1 out of 10 Asian Americans, Asian Pacific Islanders, have hepatitis B and they do not know about it. And in the general population, it's 1 in 1,000. So one of your family members might actually have hepatitis B. You need to have them tested, your loved ones, and have them vaccinated if they don't have it so they don't pass it on to the next generation. In the general population, it's not 1 out of 10, it's 1 in 1,000. So a lot of Asian Pacific Islanders have hepatitis B. And out of those, 1 in 4 will develop liver cancer. So when we're talking about reducing the cost of health care, that's really very important. It's very much manageable to eliminate hepatitis B from our population. So since this is to celebrate a local Filipino-American hero who's Asian, please remind your loved ones. And lastly, voter registration. I'm part of the League of Women Voters. When you see anything that you're researching about a particular candidate or issue, that's the League of Women Voters, that you're looking at their items of information. So please, if you have not registered to vote or you know a family member who is not registered to vote, please pick up a form there and bring it to your fellow member. Okay, so let's see here. I wanted to recognize Nonito Donaire Jr. and his name in the ring is Flash, and he actually joined his father in Las Vegas a few days ago, and his father is on his way back here, Nonito Donaire Sr. And we will be seeing Nonito Donaire Sr. Now, Junior is, as far as we know, may not be able to make it. So I just, I did want to share with you that. The nice thing about this is his brother Glenn. The story is that Glenn and his brother were getting into a lot of trouble as young people in San Lorenzo. And their father, who is a boxer in the Philippines, took them to the boxing gym, and then they started to get very involved with boxing. And instead of getting into trouble at school, in the neighborhood, they started to get dedicated and disciplined about practicing at the boxing gym. So they, along with one other Filipino-American, were able to qualify for Olympic trials. Only 8 in the entire country could qualify for this, and they were 3 of those. So Glenn and Nonito then kept winning awards and titles, and at one point then Nonito really started to excel, but at the same time, Glenn had to take care of the family, because in the Filipino family, if you are the oldest, you help take care of the other people in your family. So as a sacrifice, even though he was as good, he had to step back and let his younger brother go forward. Okay? Now, good news, Glenn is going back into the ring this June. Okay? So I'm going to ask Glenn to come up and receive the award, and also his mother, Mrs. Donaire, and have our officials present the awards to them. So Glenn Donaire, and Mrs. Donaire, Leandro Donaire.
Hi, I'm Glenn, my mother Melda, and thank you for this time that you're giving from from my brother. It's very, I can't even say a word, but all I can say is thank you, and
I'm so thankful for everything that the San Leandro organization and some of our closest city here are here to celebrate the award of my son. It's happy that right now we're in, I don't know how to say, but thanks God, we are a good family now. And I'm so thankful for everybody, and just my son is really taking care of us now, so I'm so thankful for everything that it happens now. And right now he's in Las Vegas with his dad, and his dad is coming back now 1:30. But I don't know for Nonito, because he's so busy with his schedule and everything, that what is happening now, so I don't know when he's gonna be here. So just thank you to everybody. Thank you so much for support.
So I'm going to go ahead and start us off with reading a letter from a recognition from Congressman Pete Stark. Dear Mr. Donaire Jr., congratulations on your recent accomplishment of winning both the World Boxing Organization and World Boxing Council Bantamweight titles. The hours of channeling your energy and passion are to be commended. I join the community in their praise and support you as you continue your career. Also, and sincerely, Pete Stark, United States Congressman. And then, okay. So we'll go ahead and stay up here. Senator Ellen Corbett also has Miriam Reynosa from her district presenting.
I'm a little short, us Filipino women, we're teeny. On behalf of State Senate Majority Leader Ellen Corbett, she'd like to thank Nonito and Glenn and Imelda and your family for being inspirational beams of hope to youth and our community, not only in San Leandro, but across our nation and the rest of the world. What you guys have accomplished is very important, and you show our young people that whatever dreams they can achieve with hard work, they can achieve them. So thank you very much.
So I'd like to call up, thank you very much, Miriam. I'd like to call up from Assemblymember Mary Hayashi's office, Chris Parman, the District Director for Assemblymember Hayashi.
Oh, wonderful. Good afternoon. I'm Chris Parman, District Director for Assemblymember Mary Hayashi, who represents this area, including San Lorenzo. And it's our pleasure to congratulate you. I know this is a shared sacrifice and kind of a family business as well. But the Assembly member wanted to send her thanks and to recognize, a 3-division world champion 5 times, which is, amazing in and itself. So we wanted to present to you on behalf of the State Assembly and as her role as the Vice Chair of the Asian Pacific Islander Legislative Caucus, we wanted to present you with the Assembly resolution from the State Assembly. Yeah.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Don't leave yet.
Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Who's going to outrank that size frame? Goodness. Okay, so we have our favorite young person in the Filipino, next to Miriam, is Genevieve Jopanda. She is the district representative from Assemblymember Fiona Ma's office, who, by the way, is the spokesperson for the Hepatitis B free campaign for San Francisco. Don't forget to get tested and vaccinated. Thank you. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Genevieve Jopanda. I thank you so much, Dr. Jennifer Ong, for putting this event together. I didn't know that Nonito is from this area, and I actually just grew up down the road in Hayward, and I think it's really important that we recognize heroes of the community and mentors and role models. And as part of the MA Squad, my district director is here, we find it very important to have mentorship programs, and we have an extensive internship program, and we call our team the MA Squad. And Dr. Jennifer Ong is actually one of my mentors, and I have many others, and I think it's really important that we honor people like Glenn and Nonito and the family. And I understand, I'm the oldest daughter of 5 children. I understand the sacrifices, and coming from the Filipino culture, what we have to give up to dedicate your time and your sacrifice to make sure that your family stays together, and that those who have opportunities in your family become successful. So I just want to say thank you. On behalf of Assemblywoman Fiona Ma, I'd like to present this certificate of recognition, not just to Nonito, but also the family. And thank you for sharing this the story with us, because I didn't know this, and I've been really active in the Filipino community. So I just wanted to say thank you. So to Nonito and to the family, honoring outstanding dedication, commitment as an example of the community through your hard work and accomplishments, including the WBO and WBC Bantamweight titles, serving as a role model for future generations, thereby benefiting all the people of the state of California. Signed, Assemblywoman Speaker Pro Tem Fiona Ma. So you see why she's our favorite, next to Miriam. Okay, now we have Gene Calderon. He is from Supervisor Loma Chan's office, and also he was with Alice Lidit, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here on behalf of the County Supervisor Wilma Chan, who represents San Leandro and San Lorenzo, to present this commendation on behalf of her office to Nonito and the rest of the family. I commend your dedication to your sport and accomplishments as the current WBC and WBO Bantamweight champion. Thank you for serving as a role model to the Filipino Americans as well as the entire community. I am proud that you are a resident of San Leandro and graduate of San Lorenzo High School. I wish you ongoing success in the boxing ring and look forward to your continued involvement in the community. Wilma Chan. And then also on a personal note, as a fellow San Lorenzo High School graduate, I just wanted to say, go Rebels.
Gene.
Oh.
You know, us Asians bring pickles. I'm going to squeeze in one thing because Gene segued something very important. Dr. Dennis Bias, our superintendent for San Lorenzo Unified School District, So what a great segue, right? San Lorenzo, go Rebels. Please tell us a few words. San Lorenzo,
I just
go
want to say,
Rebels.
Glenn, thank you and congratulations, and to your mother, thank you, what an honor. I didn't know about this until I started reading some things. Jane sent me some things, and the first thing I did, let Nonito know, the first thing I did was go pull transcripts, look at grades. Go check and see how things were. But then I started hearing more about the story, about the problems and troubles and things that you had to go through and everything. And I only wish I was superintendent then, because we could have made things even better for you. But you've made us so proud of everything you've done, and I'm like you, go Rebels. But, thank you so much. You're an excellent role model for our students, and I pray that you come back and talk to some of our kids, start spending more time around our schools on behalf of not only the San Lorenzo School District, but the San Leandro School District and San Leandro City Council. We want you to know we're one big family, and we're so proud of you. Thank you for everything you and your family have done for us, because you've had to sacrifice like you can't believe. My wife and I, we lived up in Big Bear, and there's a training ground there, you know. And I remember I used to go over, because I used to fly planes on the airport there, and I'd go over, went over a couple times and saw Oscar de la Hoya training and everything. And it's funny, the first time you see these boxers, and I'm 215 pounds, you look at them, and as men, we all think the same thing. I can take them. I'm one of the kind of guys that has common sense that says, that guy would kill me. So when you look at a bantamweight and everything else and you think you can take them, don't even consider it. These are pros. They get paid to hurt people, and they hurt you bad. So thank you so much. We're so proud of you. I haven't seen you since the room was a little over. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we save the best for last? Okay. Mayor Stephen Cassidy would like to say a few words.
Mabuhay, and I'd like to have our Vice Mayor Reed come up to this presentation on behalf of the City of San Leandro, and why don't you start with reading the first three, and then I'll read the last two, okay?
Whereas Nonito Donaire Jr. won the World Boxing Organization and World Boxing Council Bantamweight Championships in February 2011, and whereas Nonito Donaire Jr. was raised in San Leandro and brings honor to our community with his athletic accomplishments, and whereas Nonito Donaire Jr. is an inspiration to the youth of San Leandro, showing with ambition, determination, perseverance, and dedication to a goal, children throughout our community can achieve any goal they aspire to reach.
Whereas Nonito Donaire Jr.'s accomplishments in the boxing ring and the world of sports demonstrate to our entire community the importance of physical fitness and a healthy lifestyle, now I, therefore, Stephen H. Cassidy, Mayor of the City of San Leandro, on behalf of the entire City Council, do hereby proclaim April 10th, 2011 as Nonito Donaire Jr. Day in San Leandro. And wish him and his family many years of success. So, congratulations.
So I wanted to also have us recognize that we do have Vice Consul from the Philippine American Consulate, Fred Santos, is here also. I totally agree with what everyone said. You know, you have to keep giving back to the community, and I'm sure Glenn has it in him to go back and inspire. No pressure. To go back and inspire the young people, and encourage your brother and your dad. Go back to the schools, tell them, how this is so important. So, speaking of young people, the Boy Scouts, I have to do my plug now. is having their 9th annual Whitney M. Young Jr. Service Awards, and it recognizes outstanding individuals and corporations who have been instrumental in the development of Scouting's character education programs and Scouting opportunities for youth in Oakland. This will be Saturday, May 7th. Oakland and San Francisco. Several years ago, BSA was concerned that the Scouting program, as part of its push to offer the Scouting program, was not reaching certain rural and inner city urban areas. The Whitney Young Jr. Award was developed, and this is in fulfillment of Dr. Young's dream of justice and equality for all. So please try to join us Saturday, May 7th, Hilton Oakland Airport, and it's from 5 to 6:30. It's a reception and silent auction. Okay, and for me,
You want to talk?
yes, so this is Evan Cambridge.
Hello, I'm Evan Cambridge, District Executive with Direct Support for Boy Scouts. What we do is bring Scouting to several areas of the community, like Nonito, that would not receive Scouting for financial or cultural reasons. So our program is directly related to increasing awareness of family values. One of the things that I was happy to hear was the emphasis of family, that not only Dr. Talked about, but also that every elected official came up here and talked about the dedication to family, what it takes to make a family successful as a unit. And that is something that Scouting has in its structure and is very aligned with. So as you came in and you saw the rock climbing wall and the things that we have that help not only teach boys, give them direction, but also help them work within their family to make the entire unit stronger. So we'd ask you that you do support Scouting. We passed around pledge cards, so please take the time, fill it out, and whatever you can do to help us help the next generation, we would much appreciate it. Thank you.
We're going to wrap things up, but I wanted to have our Vice Consul come up, if you don't mind, and say a few words about what's going on in San Francisco, and because we want to bring this all full circle, you know. Gosh, we caught him off guard. Okay, so while he's coming up, I wanted to bring up our team, our super core, Hermie Almonte and Leroy Smith, because these two, we come up with an idea and all of a sudden it's happening. There's no turning back. And so I want to thank you again for helping this happen. Like Evan said, this is really about family, which, by the way, my family was out here helping out my nieces and nephew. My mom's here, my brother, and thank you for helping out with the setup and the food. Mr. Santos.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ong. Well, on behalf of the Philippine Consulate General in San Francisco, I'd like to thank the family of the Donaire family for producing two fine young men. Of course, we have Nonito, who's a three-time division boxing world champion, his brother Glenn, for bringing so much honor and glory to the Bay Area Filipino-American community. As you know, Nonito is just the latest boxing world champion to come from this region. We have also Filipino boxer, Ana Pulaton from Daly City, and she has also brought pride and honor to our community. And of course, we have the pound-for-pound champion, Manny Pacquiao. He's from the Philippines. Nonito was born in the Philippines but grew up here, and he became world champion. And we're very proud of him. The consulate in San Francisco is very proud of him, the fact that he has accomplished his professional goals in such a short time, at such a young age, shown that he is very determined. He has a strong commitment. He's willing to work hard to attain his professional goals. So I joined the Bay Area community, including the city of San Lorenzo, in wishing, it's San Leandro, I mean, in wishing him all the best of luck as he pursues his professional goals and as he continues to bring honor and pride to our community. So, mabuhay kay Nonito, mabuhay sa Glenn, at maraming salamat sa mga karangalan na binigay nyo sa ating komunidad at in relation to the Philippines too. So, thank you very much. Thank you.
Salamat po, Mr. Santos. So, ngayon, we're all set. Now I'm like switching back and forth to Tagalog. So, I wanted to thank everybody again for coming to join us.